Um, my honest advice to President William Samoei Ruto is that he should not make this mistake. Um, 2 days ago, about 2 days ago, we saw some member of parliament, Kimani Chongwa, and the rest, trying to incite the president to order the arrest of the Gachagua. In fact, they are adamant that Gachagua is not above the law and Gachagua should be arrested. And of course, this arrest is biased. When I go to back to what Gachagua said, Gachagua did not incite violence. That's the truth. He only cautioned against rigging the elections. And the truth is, when elections are rigged, violence is always imminent. And now, um, them arresting Gachagua will be a political distraction on themselves because now Gachagua commands Mount Kenya, he commands Western, he commands a great part of the country, and he has managed to have this sympathy, yeah, because right now he's the only opposition leader who is brave enough to, of course, confront the government issues to do with taxes and, of course, abductions and killings. And always citizens, logically, people will have to love him because he's the fighter for people. Initially, Raila used to do the same. Initially, Raila used to do the same. But Raila is now with Ruto. So when you arrest Gachagua, you actually trigger, you know, chaos in the country. Just remember what happened in Tanzania when Natembeya was arrested. We saw chaos all over. Yeah, and that was not just Natembeya. Now take a situation whereby Rigathi Gachagua has been arrested after being impeached to being arrested. I tell you, Ruto, you will be in for a shock because Mount Kenya will now hate you for real, and they will never want to see you, and they wait for you in 2027 to destroy you politically. So my advice to William Samoei Ruto: don't try and arrest Gachagua, because when you sleep and arrest Gachagua, you will have signed your own political, oblivion, because people will see you as a tyrant. And just remember, we are just 2 years away from elections. And 2 years in politics is a short time. People don't forget. And the Gen Zs will have to remember what you've done, the finance bill and whatever. And now they will actually vote against you. And don't gamble with the 8 million votes. Because when you gamble with these votes and you lose 8 million votes, and these 8 million votes goes to your opponent, you will have a trap because your opponent will have a head start of 8 million. Just imagine. Imagine someone having a head start of almost 6 to 8 millions ahead of you. How will you defeat that person? It will be difficult. Yeah. Even if you say that you are going to rig the elections as a president, the way Gachagua has claimed, West, Mount Kenya will not be easy for rigging because they will protect their votes. And Gachagua is a determined politician. And I'm sure during the last elections, Gachagua helped Ruto protect votes in Mount Kenya. And that's why I think Uhuru did not do the magic that people expected. He will do the magic and, of course, destroy Ruto. So William Ruto should just sit down and, of course, try to figure out what he thinks is best for the country, or for him actually, because right now the only thing that he thinks of is the election. Yeah, because his first term is almost ending. So the only thing that brings in his mind is the elections. Huh? And if he thinks of, arresting Gachagua for him to get votes in Mount Kenya, he will not get votes in Mount Kenya by arresting Gachagua. He can get votes in Mount Kenya by, of course, campaigning and, of course, talking to Gachagua. So that is the case. So if he decides to listen to these small boys like Bichongwa and the rest, these people will just mislead him. And these people will abandon him when things are hot. Because someone like Bichongwa will go to his home and he will vie as the member of parliament. Probably he will win, probably. But Ruto will lose the presidential votes because of being misadvised by people like Kichungwa, people who don't have even experience in politics, yeah, who think that politics is all about arrests and insults. Yeah, that's the case. Now, tell me, do you really think William Ruto, if he arrests Gachagua, do you think he will have destroyed himself? That's the question I'm posing to you.